Hello, I'm Karol. Welcome to the Good Code channel. The subject I would like to tackle today is absolute classic, so Pascal's triangle. This question was recently asked by the Airbnb, but this is so popular that we can get it in any job interview anywhere. So, what is Pascal's triangle? The Pascal's triangle is a triangle that is being created based on the predecessors. So, over here, the very top is number 1. Another level, so level 1, is created by sum of this element and thing that is on the left, so 0. Okay, so 1, 1. Level number 2, 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, 1 plus 0 is 1. Okay, level 4, 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 plus 2 is 3, 2 plus 1 is 3, 1 plus 0 is 1. And so it goes, and so it goes, and so it goes. So what we can see already is that this is a recurrent problem because we are repeating the things we are doing, so calculating another level based on the predecessors. So we are going to approach this problem this way. Let's start. Okay, so let's get down to coding. As always, I very strongly encourage you to try to solve it by yourself and then simply compare the results. As I said at the intro, we will be doing it in the recursive manner, so by generating one level based on the previous one. Link to the code, as always, will be placed at the description of the YouTube video. So let's start. What is our goal? Our goal is to generate level 5 of Pascal's triangle. We have a function getTriangleLevel. We will set a breakpoint over here by pressing F9. Okay, everything seems to be set. We can make it a little bit smaller. Let's hit F5 and run it with Node.js. Okay, cool. I will clear the console, close this part, add watch, and let's see what we have. Okay, as always, let's add elements that are interesting to us. So at this point it will be n and the table. N says how many levels are remain to be generated, and table is simply a table. Okay, so how does the recursion work? In my case, we will be decreasing the value of n till we reach 1. So it will be an information for us that at this point we need to return the table. Okay, so this is the place. Remember, always when you are creating the recurrent function, you have to have some kind of break mechanism in order for the function to know where is it to stop or to return a value. This is my return mechanism, so counter that will indicate are we are to stop or to continue. Okay, the other part, a bit larger part, is the else statement, and inside this statement we will be generating the levels. Okay, so cool. At this point we know that n doesn't equal here, cool, that n doesn't equal 1, so we are to continue. Cool. We'll be using a temporary table to hold our calculation. At this point, temporary table is empty. So first of all, we need to picture our algorithm in our head. Okay, so those two lines at the very end, at the very beginning and the very end, what are those? Those are the lines that show us that the first element of the level will be always the first and the last element of the next level. That's why we push this element at the very beginning of our new level. That's why new level will start with 1, and when we are done generating the inside of the level, so values different than 1, we will push this first level once again. Okay, we won't enter this loop at this point because of this line. These lines check whether there is something to be generated or not, and at this point it's not, because length of our current table is 1. So it's too short to have elements with the values different than 1 on the next level. Okay, cool. So we will skip it for a moment, and as I said, we need to add first element from the current level to the end of the next level. Okay, so we press F10. And nice, this is our next level. And now let's call the function get triangle level once again, but before we do so, let's check the arguments. Minus n is the first argument, so we will decrease the value of n before passing it as an argument to another function, and we will pass new level as our current level. Okay, so F10, and here we go again, but it's a little bit different this time. Why? Mainly because now our level has 2 elements. So once again, we will push the first element of the current level as the first element of the next level, but now we will enter our loop. Okay, we will enter it once, and what is happening in the loop? We are saying to my next level add element that I'm currently on, so number 1, plus next element. Okay, so the same thing that we are discussing during the intro. So 1 plus 1. Okay, I can add these 2 elements to our watch. I believe it will make things a little bit clearer. Okay, and over here, and I can also add an eye. Cool. Okay, so now we'll push this element. So over here we have 2. There won't be any other iterations over the for loop, and at the end we add the first element of the current level as the last element of the next level. Okay, over here. So we have 1, 2, 1. Excellent. Now again we decrease the current counter value and pass next element to be the current level on the next function iteration. Okay, and this is the last time we will discuss the function iteration, because they're quite repetitive after that. Okay, now we have what? Now we have n equals 3, current level equals 1 to 1, and we are generating next level. So again, first element will be 1, and now our loop will run 2 times. Okay, first the I has a value of 0, the current value where it's pointing is 1, and the next is 2. Okay, we are over here 1, 2. So we will add 3 to our next level. Okay, now the I has a value of 1, so it points over here, and the sum will be this element, so element on the index 1 plus element on the index I plus 1, so element on the index 2, so 2 plus 1, the very same thing we were discussing at the intro. Okay, so once again we add 3, and once we're done, again we have to add this, or this element, always first and last will be the same, to the end of the next level. Cool. So the story goes again. We will decrease the value of n by 1 and pass next level as a current level. Okay, let's hit play, and we will see that the value that got generated is 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. So the value of the fifth level of the Pascal's triangle. And that's it. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, comment, that really helps a lot. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach me. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.